Hey, good day, folks. Hope everyone is doing wonderful today. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. We are driving through DeFuniak Springs, Florida on this video. Now, the population here is currently sitting at 5,919 people with a 14.3% population growth as of the 2020 census. Now, I guess it depends on what website that you read, because there's another website that I read and the population was 6,900 people. So for those of you that are familiar with DeFuniak Springs, Florida, drop a comment below and maybe give us an accurate number of the population. But for the sake of the research that I did, we're going to go with 5,919 people. Now the population as of 2010, back during the 2010 census, used to be 5,177 people. So this is a growing community. Now the racial demographics are as followed: 63% white, 17% black, 1% Asian, and 11% Hispanic. Now, DeFuniak Springs, Florida was founded during the late 19th century. Oh, but let me back up before I say that. For those of you that are not familiar with Florida, DeFuniak Springs is located in the far northwestern region of the state of Florida, in the Florida panhandle. It is located, I want to say it's located roughly maybe a half hour, give or take, from the Alabama state line. And it's about Alright, folks, I'm back. I just wanted to look some stuff up, which I forgot to do earlier. So DeFuniak Springs, Florida, as I anticipated, it's roughly about, we'll just say 35 minutes from the Alabama state line. And right now I'm in DeFuniak Springs. Is about, it's a tad bit, it's an hour from Panama City, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes from Pensacola. And it's not too far from many other smaller communities here in the Florida Panhandle. So you're fairly close to a lot of different places here. Now, for those of you that may have noticed on my channel, I'm doing a lot more moving around with the cameras recently because I'm trying to have it to where when I do these videos, I give you guys the best footage that I can give you, rather than simply just driving forward. I figure, every so often I'll re-angle my camera to where you guys can see the footage of the area that I'm driving through a little better. I just think that will make the videos a little bit more interesting. And again, leave a comment below and let me know how you feel about all that. But anyways, DeFuniak Springs was founded during the late 19th century as a resort. This resort was developed by the officers of the Pensacola and Atlantic Railroad. The city was named after Frederick R. DeFuniak, who was the vice president of L&N Railroad. And there is the L&N Museum, which is located downtown here. which at the end of this video, I do have pictures of the museum, along with a little bit of literature to go with it, just in case you wanted to know a little bit of history about the museum. And if you're looking to move down here, maybe you got some teenagers getting ready to head to college, or maybe you yourself might be a younger person watching my video and you're wanting to go to college. As far as it goes for the colleges here, you have Emerald Coast Tech College, you got Northwest Florida State College, and you also got Lake Erie College. Those are going to be the colleges that you have here in DeFuniak. And as far as it goes for employment, well, given that this is primarily a touristy city, the majority of the employment opportunities are not going to pay the most amount of money. So if you move here, my suggestion would be to have some sort of an education of where you can get one job, and that job will pay you at least $70 a year. I always say to live here, you would need to make at least $70 a year, and that's my opinion. Obviously, that could be objective depending on what type of lifestyle that you desire to live. I mean, like I said, if you're going to come down here and you're going to live in a van, then, I guess you can get a job working at some fast food place or restaurant and be all right. But if you want to come down here, you want to own a house, you want to become a homeowner, and you don't want to live somewhere in the ghetto, then, the dynamics are going to be a little different. And again, I meant to tell you guys at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, since we're still in this neighborhood. As you guys realize, I am taking you guys through the rougher part of DeFuniak. Not because I'm an asshole and I'm trying to give this city a negative reputation. It's because I came here from the state of Alabama. And this is the first neighborhood that I'm driving through, so that's why we're starting with this neighborhood, and then later in the video I will show you guys other neighborhoods that are in better shape than this one. And as you guys will see, DeFuniak Springs is a nice little city here in the Northwest Florida Panhandle. I mean, DeFuniak is, spoiler alert, DeFuniak Springs is actually a nice city. I mean, this is just the poor part of the city I'm taking you guys through. So now you guys know this area does not resemble the entire city by any means. So anyhow, the largest employers here are going to be either hospitality, public administration, and then healthcare. So those are the three major industries, rather, that are here in DeFuniak Springs. Now, of course, you do got some other type of jobs. I mean, from what I read, there's apparently jobs to where you can work production, and they do got other blue-collar jobs around here, but not too many. So if you're a blue-collar worker and you're looking to live here in DeFuniak, honestly, if I were you, you might want to go look somewhere else. Like me personally, if you don't mind living in the middle of nowhere, I would say for the most part, Florida is not the state you want to move to if you're a blue-collar worker. That's my opinion. I would say if you're a blue-collar worker and you want to live in the South, then you're better off in Alabama, Georgia, You know, you're better off in states like Alabama or Georgia. And if you got a little bit of money, you know, there's always Tennessee. But Florida, to me, is the type of state you move to if you either A, you're retired and you have a decent pension, or B, you have a job that pays you above 70 grand a year. If you don't got any of those things going, I wouldn't move here. And I'm gonna assume, well, never mind. I'm gonna hold that thought. Now, as far as it goes for the crime here, the violent crime is 528.7 people per 100,000 people, which that is about 43% above national average when it comes to violent crime. Your property crime is 30 per 1,000 people, which is lower than national average. Now your total crime is 34 per 1,000 people, which is higher than national average. So this area, this city does have a little bit of crime, but in my humble opinion, you know, it's a touristy type of community. So in many of your touristy communities, you're gonna have a little bit of crime. Now the median home prices here are $281,500. However, you got houses, or homes rather, that are for sale for as low as $115,000. Now, in my opinion, if you want to buy anything that's even somewhat decent here, plan to spend at least $220,000. And some people might even say, if you want anything decent, you know, you might want to plan to spend closer to the average of 200 than, what was the average again? Of 281,000. Now your median rent prices here are $1,300 a month. And you know, and as far as things to do here, you have the Chautauqua, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, give me 1 second, let me look it up real quick. Alright, you have the Chautauqua Vineyard and Winery. I had to look it up real quick just so I didn't butcher the hell out of it. So you got that. You got Lake Stanley Park. You have the Walton County Heritage Museum, which, as I told you earlier, you're going to see that on this video. And you got the Chipkey Park with Lake DeFuniak, which, again, at the end of the video, I do got pictures. Now, on this video, I do take you to the park. You will see a little bit of Lake DeFuniak as I drive around. But I got more in-depth pictures of the park and also of the beach at the end of the videos. And I want to give you guys my 2 cents about this city. Now a second ago I kind of already did. I gave you my suggestions of who should live here and who probably should not live here. Now, obviously, I'm a cheap ass, so for that reason, I wouldn't live here. But let's pretend I have a shitload of money and money's not a thing. At that point, would I live here? Honestly, I think for the most part, this is a nice city. I mean, if I had the money, I might consider living here. And I'll leave it at that. And like I said, if you got the money, it could be a nice small northern Florida city. I mean, it's definitely going to be a lot cheaper to live here than anywhere in Central or South Florida. And another good, and obviously I think another good point about DeFuniak is you're not far from the beaches. I mean, you're only an hour away from the Gulf, so you're not far from the beaches. Now, let's jump over here to niche. Okay, out of 37 reviews, and for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm not reading all 37 reviews, but out of 37 reviews on DeFuniak Springs, 4 people gave this city an excellent rating, 20 people rated it very good, 11 people gave it an average, 1 person gave it a poor, and 1 person said this city was terrible. So what I like to do is I like to read 2 or 3 comments from every category. So we're going to start with excellent and we're going to work ourselves down to terrible. Okay, this first one, which is an excellent, it was from January of 2021. It's a 5-star. Such a nice little town. Such a nice little small town. Pursuing the small town effects. With markets on Pacific weekends and a growing downtown. It is so nice to be able to feel welcomed and at home every corner you turn. And I will say they do have a nice downtown. I think they do. And they do have a few restaurants that are open even on Sunday. And I was going to go out to eat at one of them, but for one, I had too much other stuff going on. And for 2, I need to lose weight. And again, for 3, I'm a cheapskate. Now, the second comment is another 5-star from December of 2019. Wonderful small town atmosphere with friendly neighbors and community-minded businesses. Beautiful, scenic public spaces and rural country living. I can see where somebody would say that. And you know what? We're gonna jump down to very good. Okay, this first one is a 4-star from 9 months ago. It's a good, quiet place to live if you like to have all your living essentials close by. This town is not very big, but has just enough of not more to live happy. Okay, the second one is another 4-star from 10 months ago. I enjoy the small town feel and the well-preserved historic areas. The people are friendly and always willing to help. The vibrant community downtown has events that bring together the community to share the nice nature around the historic lake. And we'll do one more from 11 months ago. Another 4-star. Most good. I think they meant to say mostly good. Growing city that still has a small town feel to it. Government is not out of control and most folks are friendly. Alrighty, we're going down to the 3 stars, and this first 3-star comment is from October of 2021. There isn't a lot to do in the town. No entertainment whatsoever. The people are nice though. It's a small town, so everyone is close and knows each other. It just feels like any other boring small town. Okay, here's another 3-star from September of 2020. Give me 1 second here. Alright, growing up here in historic DeFuniak Springs, Florida has been both amazing and not so great. I spent the first 5 years here living right on Main Street across from the train tracks from the lake yard. We went to church on Sunday, then go to my grandparents' house. My mom and dad went to work Monday through Friday. Then as I got older, my house was normally where my friends and I would let me start that over. As I got older, my house was normally where my friends and I would stay every weekend, and I was involved in just about everything it seems like in high school. But after graduation, if you didn't go off to college and start a life outside DeFuniak, it seems like you are 90 times more likely to end up being a downer. I can't say the word because of YouTube. There's just so limited options that people have a hard time choosing a path with a positive outcome. Okay, we'll read one more. This one is another 3-star from January of 2020. This is a very small town. It's growing steadily. The only downside is that you have to commute 30 to 45 minutes for pleasure activity. It's a quiet, lovely, historic place, which is also a good thing. It all depends on what you like. Okay, we'll jump down to the 2-star. This one is a little older, written in May of 2017. Lived in DeFuniak for 7 years. The town lacked any sort of nightlife unless you were into drinking, getting pregnant, or illegal substance use with people 15 years old who couldn't let go of high school. The town is cute and has a certain vibe to it, but its only redeeming feature are the downtown and shopping and lake yard. Okay, the person that gave this city a terrible rating, they wrote that comment January of 2023, so it's only a year old. Let's see what they had to say. I have lived here for 8 years and ready to move along with other longtime residents. Highest taxes in Florida. Infrastructure lacking, including road and sewage. Rapid destruction of the environment Rapid destruction of an environment at a overdevelopment. I don't know. Okay, the rapid destruction of environment at a with overdevelopment. Okay, whatever. Local government is correct and could care less about the citizens. I mean, it's corrupt. I'm sorry. Local government is corrupt and could care less about the citizens. If you went down south, good old boys, then this place is for you. Hey, kitty. And, I apologize, people. I'm starting to. I'm tired. I'm gonna tell y'all flat out. I'm tired. I mean, this working day shift has been kicking my butt. I mean, I've gotten so used to working afternoons. Afternoons is what I prefer to work. And now I'm down here working days. And of course, I have to get up super early because the job is an hour from the house. And like I told you all the other day, I have to get to work a half hour early. I can't just get to work 5 minutes before, because if I do, I'll be late, because it takes most of us, I want to say, close to 10 minutes to walk from the parking lot to the time clock. So with all that being said, this getting up early stuff is kicking my butt. So I apologize for the mess ups here. Alright folks, that's going to do it for the commentary. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. And this video is super long, as you guys realize. So break it up. If you need to, break it up. Watch what you can watch. And then, pause it and come back and watch it later. I mean, for those of you that may not like real long videos, I apologize. But when I do these kind of videos, I try to be as thorough as I can within reason. Because I figure for those that might want to move to any of these communities, you'll have an idea, you'll have a healthy idea of what the community looks like, at least. Alright folks, that's going to do it for the commentary, and I would love for you guys to stick around for the remaining, let's see, let me do some math here. For the remaining 40 minutes, give or take, I would like you guys to stick around and watch the rest of the video. And on that note, I also want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for tuning in and watching my channel. And I made a video, I want to say a couple of days ago, and I made a comment on that video about me not understanding the YouTube algorithm and what I could do to grow the channel. Now, for those of you that came into the comment section and you told me you like my channel, you like my videos, and you support what I do and wish me luck, I appreciate every last one of you, and I couldn't thank you guys enough for the support. So I just want to let you all know that. Alright folks, that's going to do it for the commentary. So, continue to watch the rest of the video. And on that note, stay blessed. I'll catch you guys on the next one.